Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, I'm so afraid to go home. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can get it on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey got a radio show. One more time, man. Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, ain't God been good to me? Wow. But then again, ain't he been good to you too, though? I mean, really, man. Think of all the blessings God has given you. Think of all the things he's done for you. Things that you asked for, things that you didn't ask for, things that you was expecting. Then all about all of the unexpected blessings. Man, he just keep coming with it, don't he? You know what? There's some good news today, though, y'all. You know, in the face of the world being the way it is, the evilness that's out there, it just seems like that's all that's on the news sometimes. You know, we got news of parents not really standing up being parents. We got news stories of children turning on their parents. You got everything. The economy. You got places you thought used to be beautiful places to go. Now they got travel alerts. It's all over. It's all over. But the good news is there's something that you can have in this relationship with God that gives you a way to deal with it all. And I'm not saying that it'll protect you from every single thing out there that's happening, because some things are going to happen to you. You're going to be in an accident from time to time. You're going to make a mistake and fall down from time to time. But man, wouldn't it be incredible for you if you understood that you had some insurance in all of this, that no matter what happened to you, you know, you were covered. You know, look, insurance companies, as good as they are, you know, like our friends at State Farm or any other insurance company, you know, they do some amazing things. Insurance is a really, really good thing to happen in the event that something happens to you. You know, you may not want to pay the premium, but guess what? In the event that something happens to you, that insurance is absolutely critical. Well, but guess what? They cover certain things. You can get life insurance. You can get auto insurance. You can get accident insurance. You can get health insurance. There is nothing that you can buy to safeguard you against life's decisions. You know, if you make a mistake, if you cheat, if you lie, if you fall down and you can't seem to get it together and you make a crazy decision about how you're going to go about securing an income, there are no policies you can buy for that. You can't buy a policy if you stop being the man you're supposed to be and give up on your children. You can't buy a policy if something happens as a mother and all of a sudden you're not the mother you're supposed to be. But there is some insurance coverage out there for you. And that relationship that you form with God, that friendship that you form with him, that alliance that partnership, that prayer that you put in all the time, there is an insurance policy that you have taken out when you form a relationship with your Heavenly Father, when you form a friendship, when you form a bond that protects you when these things happen in the event that they happen. Now, here's the great thing about prayer. Prayer can head off some stuff from happening. It really, really can. Prayer can prevent some things from happening. You know, I'll give you an example in my life. Okay, here we go. Because, see, this is the best way for me to do it. Because, see, what I don't like to do is talk to people without letting them know, hey, look, I'm in this hole with you. I feel where you're at. Okay, here we go. I was making some decisions a few years ago because what I thought I was doing was counterbalancing something that was happening in my life. You know, I thought that since I wasn't happy, or for whatever the reason I thought I wasn't happy, if I, as wrong as I am, wanted to blame somebody else for my unhappiness, that's really, if I make a bad decision because I'm thinking I'm unhappy with somebody, well, hold up, partner. Two wrongs don't make a right. And I make a decision to do something wrong. And now the consequences come when I do something wrong. See, then I already know as an intelligent thinking man, as most of you are, that when you do something wrong, that, you know, there is a consequence for that. I teach that to my sons. When you do something wrong, there is a consequence. So as an adult, I fully understood the consequence. And so what I was doing was I was making some decisions that was causing some consequences in my life that was delaying my happiness, delaying my progress, causing my business not to go the way it could go, so forth and so on. Well, what I started doing was I took out this insurance policy called prayer, and I started putting it in my mix on a daily basis. And then I started putting it in my mix, 2-3 times a day. And then I found myself using it all the time. And then I really started putting it in when I didn't need any help, when I wasn't in trouble. I started putting insurance in. I started making deposits into the bank. I started paying my premiums down. And prayer is like a premium. You just pay into it. Then when situations started coming up now, that prayer that I had put in, those premiums I had paid, it started preventing me from making the decisions I was making in the past. Thus, I didn't have to suffer the consequences. Thus, my businesses didn't have to be delayed in its progress because I had put some payments on some premiums. I had taken out an insurance policy with my life, my real life. I'm talking about your life where you make your day-to-day decisions in. I'm not talking about, see, life insurance is only good if you die. God has a policy that's available for you while you living. See, in order for an insurance policy to pay, something bad got to happen. Now, there may be some others out there I don't know nothing about, but all the ones I got, my car insurance, they only come into play if I have an accident. I have an accident insurance policy where if something happens to me, I got accident, I got my voice is covered in case something happened to that. I got that, but I got to not be able to talk to cash that one. You understand? Everything. I got homeowners insurance. Don't nothing show up on my homeowners insurance unless it's a flood, a fire, a theft. Something bad got to happen for my insurance to even make sense. When you take out the policy with your Heavenly Father, when you pay the premiums of prayer, and that's all it costs, man. You ain't got to have no money for this policy. I put into the policy. It pays me dividends and benefits for living. Ain't nothing got to go wrong for me to cash in on this policy. I use this policy for good things. I give you an example. I use this policy to ask God to watch over my family when I travel. I use this policy to ask God to bless my sons on their journey into manhood. He covers me. I ask God to help make my dreams come true with this policy. He covers me. I ask God for the desires of my heart. He give them to me. I ask God to lead and guide and protect me and keep me from making stupid decisions like I used to make. He said, all right, partner, stop doing this. Stop doing that. Now, guess what? I'm not perfect. Steve Harvey, long way from being perfect. I never claimed perfection. Man, listen to me, y'all. Make the decisions to pay your premiums in prayer. Talk to your Heavenly Father. Get you some insurance in your life. And when you have little things like that, keep on stepping, man. God loves you, man. Man, I sure hope you talk to God today, because guess what? He sure would like to hear from you. That's for sure.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your undivided attention, please? You listening to It. This is it. Make no mistake who you are.
Yeah.
This is it.
All right.
Yeah. This a Kenny Loggins kind of morning.
That ain't Jodeci.
What?
Thought that was Jodeci.
Young ass boy.
You ain't thought Jodeci saying this is
You're so young, you stupid. You thought that was Jodeci.
Yeah, I thought that was a Jodeci channel.
You know, Jodeci was good, though.
Yeah.
You know,
Till we
Y'all
started
got
drinking.
some hits.
I probably can't name 4 Jodeci songs.
Oh, yes, you can.
I mean, I sang along, but I probably can't
Name them. Oh, man.
Forever my
Come and
lady.
talk to me. Yeah, oh, yeah, go ahead.
Life.
Come and talk to me.
You got that.
Really want to know it. Come and talk to me. Ooh, yeah.
You got that KC down.
Come and
That ooh,
talk to
yeah.
me.
That's it, huh?
Okay, give me the next one.
What's that? Stay,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
stay.
Baby, won't you just stay for a little? You don't remember?
Go on, Junior.
Yeah, I remember it. Wasn't like that,
What,
though.
you wasn't down? No.
That was cool.
When you singing it, man, do you ever go, damn, this ain't it?
Do I ever go?
Junior,
pretty
when you
close.
singing it, do you ever go, damn,
That ain't it?
damn, this ain't it? Everybody can stay.
Oh, man.
I didn't really.
What about Forever, My Lady?
That's the
Forever,
one.
my-
Forever, my lady.
Yeah, remember that.
You didn't you and me.
Nothing but fresh.
Yeah,
I didn't really know a lot of Jodeci songs though. What year was they out?
Ask Junior. He's the
What
fifth
year was they out?
member.
Yeah.
About 92 to about, well,
Oh no, I was all up in the middle of hell then. Boy, I was trying to pull it together. What? Jodeci. All this weed smoking and stuff, getting arrested on the bus. I ain't got time for this. Boy, I was trying to put this money together. I was struggling, man. 91, Jodeci.
oh, man.
Come on, man.
Golly.
All right, man, give me another Jodeci jam.
Phoenix.
Okay, we did. We
Got
got
me
Get on up.
Take my money,
my house and
my house and my car. Do-do. For a hit of you, you can have it all, hey. Cause making love
Come on, Junior.
every time we do, girl, is worse than drugs. And I'm an addict for you. Got me feed. Nothing.
Junior, you making me hate Jodeci.
You go just not know none.
But I appreciate the feeling though.
But that's my jam though.
dog.
He
You was
committed.
you was in it.
He
That's
committed.
my jam.
You was committed to it.
You
Boy,
better
how
be.
much
You
he
gotta be
loves
committed.
When
to the
we
table,
come
bro.
back, you know what I want to do for 30-something funny?
What's that?
What's that, huh?
I got somebody come in and sing all the hits for me.
Who is
Come
this,
on,
man?
who that?
All right.
See what I want to do right now?
Roscoe, baby.
Boy, you ain't got to ask nobody twice.
Well,
I got somebody come here who wrote the songs and know them.
take us out of here, Roscoe.
You want to be around? Yeah, go Shirley. He said, we ain't want to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We be back.
32
Rocco Wallace coming back up in the building, baby.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, today is the first day of spring.
What?
All right?
Yeah.
Yes, so we got to have some fun today. We really, really do.
Bring it out then.
Roscoe is in the building.
Bring him out.
Yes.
You come in now?
Right now.
Roscoe, we need
Come
you
on, Roscoe.
Steve, want me now? Come on. What's up, Steve? What's going on, boy? Play with that.
He doing it good. Let him do it.
Wait. Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's up, Roscoe?
Everything.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on, Shirley?
Hey, Roscoe, welcome back.
Hey, baby, what's going on? Wait, Tommy.
Hey, my man, what's
What
going
up,
on?
my man? What's going on with you, baby?
Man, you the man, baby. I'm loving it.
You better know it now. Come on. Junior.
Roscoe, my hero,
Hey,
man.
he ain't wrong, nothing but a zero, baby. Man, that's good right there, Carly.
Hey, Roscoe, what's up?
Ain't nothing, baby, just going over there just trying to make believers out of non-believers, you know what I'm saying? Tell the truth even if it hurt.
Whatever.
Go ahead, Roscoe.
I heard y'all doing hits. You know, I wrote most of everything out there today.
Oh.
What y'all want to go? Just anything. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna sing a little bit. First, I'm gonna do the origin, how the song got created. Then I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Any song. Come on, Tommy.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, Carly.
Okay. What song comes to your mind when you think about spring? That's one of your
Spring?
favorites. What song comes to mind?
Oh, let me think. I got so many.
No.
Spring. My first one I wrote for spring was Sly and the Fairly Stone.
You wrote something for Sly?
Hell yeah, I wrote something for Sly.
Okay.
Sly ain't had nobody else writing for him.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Hey,
He did
Roscoe.
go? That's what you gonna go
Into the
with?
spring, and here she comes back. Fly, 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 thing. Oh, those summer days. I get down when I want to.
Come on.
It's true, yeah. I get down in the countryside. And everybody, you don't hear me, boy.
You wrote that?
Hell yeah, I wrote that. How fun in the
Sing
summertime.
that at Woodstock or something?
Yeah, they did that Woodstock.
Okay.
They was back there, all of them just smoking weed, naked, riding down on sleds with white folk, getting mud all on them. These white folk had so much mud on them, you didn't know who they was. They was in there with the black people. They didn't even know the black people was with them because everybody had mud on them. I slid down with two white girls myself.
You were there? You were
Yeah,
at
you know, I had a
Woodstock?
curl back in Woodstock. I had a curl before they come out.
Okay.
So they thought I was white. They thought I was just a white boy with some mud on it.
Hey, let me.
Slide man, yo, go ahead, Tommy.
Brad, did you do any Barry White songs? Did you write any of those?
Oh, hell yeah. Doom,
Now you just gonna sit
doom,
up in here and say that.
doom, 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 doom. Well, doom, doom,
Tommy, he
doom,
didn't
doom, doom,
Hey,
doom,
wrote it.
doom, doom. There's something wrong with me. I ain't even gonna do the rest.
You wrote that?
Yeah, I wrote so. You don't actually know how the song came about, dude. I was with Gerald Levert,
Okay.
my old friend. I knew his daddy, Eddie.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I knew his granddaddy,
What was his granddad's name?
Everett Levert.
Of course it was.
They called him Vedel for short.
Vedel.
That Vedel, that's Levert for backwards.
Oh.
And William McBath, he wrote this song. I wrote this song with Gerald. And then Gerald sold it to Barry.
Oh.
That's how it did. That's what it came about.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's true story.
You know any newer songs, Roscoe? Like,
No, it was some of them. Just a couple. You know, they ain't playing music. They ain't got no band on fool with them. You know, Bruno Mars. I messed with him. You know,
That's what I was thinking.
Beyonce. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I did a couple collabos with her.
Collabo.
Stop.
Well,
Collabo, man.
me and Beyonce been in the studio together several times. I'll help her. I help Beyonce.
What you help her with?
Which one you want? Which name or song?
There's
All the
so
single
many,
ladies?
yeah.
To the left.
You
To
help
the
her
left.
right there?
Both
'cause you-
them, single lady and left.
How you gonna write about single ladies and you a man? You wrote that?
Because you know I knew there so many women was going through it. And so I asked Beyonce, where all the single ladies at? And then Beyonce said, single lady? And then I said, yeah, single lady. She said, single lady?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then I asked again, I said, well, where the single lady? She said, where the single lady? And I'll be damned. Next day, where the single ladies? Where the single ladies? Where the single ladies? Where the single ladies? And I said, put your hands up. And they just went them here for said, you know what I mean? And they put their hands up. And I said, I'll be damned.
Wow.
Beyonce, I think we got some here.
And you wrote to the left, too?
To the left, put all your stuff in a box. You add off to the left. I can get another one of you in a minute. You better believe I'll be damned where they sent
But
it.
why you didn't write it to put it to the right and not the left? I mean,
No,
what-
it's
what-
to the
That's a
left.
good
You don't go
question.
to the right. Because most people right-handed. I want to make it hard for them to get that stuff out the box. See, if you put it on the right side, then, put it on the left side. Most people right-handed. It's hard to get that stuff out the box with your left hand.
But
Now,
Roscoe,
Steve
you know,
left-handed. That's why I wrote it, because I'm left-handed. I put it to the left. Because to me, that's right.
Okay, I got
See, and if you put my stuff to the left, I want it to be over to the left because I'm left-handed. I can get my stuff out there right quick.
Well, Roscoe, I was gonna ask you. We're in we're in
I
L.A.
had heard that Neo had wrote that
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
Who wrote what?
Irreplaceable, to the left, to the left. I heard
You heard who wrote it?
Neo.
Neo.
Say Neo.
Neo
wrote.
said he wrote.
Who the hell is Neo?
All right, listen, coming up, the nephew is in the building with Run That Prank Back, Roscoe, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, guys, in entertainment news, New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft has been offered a deal in the prostitution case, and Ray Donovan star Pooch Hall, his plea deal on a DUI. We'll talk about that in the child abuse case. But right now, the nephew is here to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
My bones are weak.
Wow.
Let's say that one more time. My bones are weak.
Let's not.
gotta
say
preach
we
it, though?
did. Yeah.
I feel that way right now,
But it
Carla.
ain't got nothing to do with church, I bet.
It's got nothing to do with the gospel right now, but my bones are weak. And what it is when your bones are weak, you need milk. You need calcium. And what better milk than the breast milk? Run that thing, cat. Run that. We asking for breast milk this morning. There might be one today.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to speak to Ron. Yeah, this is Ron. Hey, Ron, how you doing? It's Foley, man. How are you, brother? I'm good, Foley. Hey, I want to congratulate you, man, on the baby, man. I wasn't able to make it to the baby shower, man, but I want to congratulate you on the baby, man, and all of that, man. Much success to you, man, you and the wife. Thank you. We appreciate that. Foley. Yeah, Foley, man. I didn't get, my wife Danita. She came to the baby shower, man. So she was telling me how nice it was, how successful it was, man. So I just wanted to give you big ups. I heard the baby came and everything, and I wanted to just call. A little girl. Y'all had a little girl? Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations, man. Congratulations, Ron. I wanted to definitely call and congratulate, man. And Foley, real quick, what baby shower was your wife at? Because we had two. We had one for my side of the family, and then one for my wife's side, because they live different places and stuff, man. So, which one do you think she was at? Probably on your wife's side. Okay. She knows my wife? Well, no. See, Danita is actually friends with Kendra. Now you know Kendra, right? Oh yeah, I know Kendra. Yeah, that's good friend of family. Okay, she was with Kendra. Okay, yeah, she comes. They play cards, Okay, yeah. She was with Kendra, man, and she was just telling me how successful, man, how nice it was, and laid out baby shower. I wasn't able to make it, man. I've been a little under the weather, bro. That's all right. And with God's help, man, I'll be able to get back on my feet. You know what I'm saying? That's all right. Hey, man, I just, congratulations again, man. A beautiful baby girl. Man, that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, man, but I can't, Foley. I'm trying to remember you and trying to place you, and I can't do it. Have we met? No. My bad, man. I'm sorry, dog. Nah, me and you, we haven't met at all. Like I say, my wife knows Kendra. They hang out, and I guess she's dabbled a couple times and been around. Your wife is Marilyn, right? Yeah, that's my wife. Okay, yeah. I guess she's been been in the presence of Maryland, man. So I kind of got your number from my wife, man, and she got it from Kendra. So I kind of wanted to holler at you, you know.
What you want to holler at me about?
Actually, man, like I say, man, I've been down for a minute, you know, and I actually, you know, came from the doctor yesterday, and my bones, man, my bones are deteriorating, you know. That's kind of what I've been going through, man.
Okay.
And if I don't get the proper medication that I need, man, then we, you know, it within the next 3 months here, dog, it could get pretty bad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. You know, all I can do is just pray for you, man, and you know.
Well, man, the doctor told me that if
don't cry, bro. Don't cry, man.
The doctor told me, man, that, you know, if I get the right medication, man, that, you know, I could get back up to 75-80% healthy again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just a rare type of thing that I need to try and get.
Okay.
And I think that you might be. I think you can help me with what
Yo,
I
be
need.
strong, man. Be strong. Just, man, sit down, man. Be strong, bro. It's going to be all right,
But
man.
I think
it's going to be all right. God is with you. I pray for you. I do all I can. I don't know.
Well, actually, the doctor told me, man, that for 6 months, if I drunk breast milk, it will put enough calcium and stuff back into my bones that would get me back up to 70 to 85% healthy.
Breast milk?
Yeah.
I ain't got no breast, bro. So, you know.
Well, it's not you, Ron. You don't. You know, your wife does, though.
Whoa. You talking about my wife's breast, man?
I'm not directly, man. I'm just saying that she can, you know. I mean, if I had her breast milk for like 6 months straight, man, I could get back whole again, man.
Hold the up. You don't talk about a man's wife or her breast, man. I just had a baby, man. Are you serious?
I'm just all I'm
so
trying.
You asking for my wife's breast milk, man?
Man, I'm just asking y'all to share it for 6 months.
We can't share no breast milk with you, man. You got the wrong one, man. The wrong one. So you said your name was what?
My name's Foley, man.
This is wrong, man. This is wrong.
Okay.
Wrong.
No, we're just talking about 6 months of breast milk, man. 6 months
my
of
wife's breast milk. We ain't talking about just no breast milk.
And I understand.
My wife's breast milk, man.
I understand that, man, but we're talking about you saving a life, man, a life.
I ain't the one.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. What if y'all would have had twins, man? Y'all would have been breastfeeding 2 babies. Just look at it as if we twins.
What the Man, I'm getting the off this phone because I don't know who the you are. You need to chill out, man. You need to go get on your knees, pray that your bones get healed or whatever. You got the wrong number, man.
Listen, man, all I'm saying is I got one more thing I want to say,
look,
and then
I'm
I'll
about
let
to
you
get
know,
off the phone, man.
I just
I'm about to get off the phone,
phone,
call Kendra, and find out why gave you my number, because that's how you got it.
Can I say one more thing?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Can I say it?
Say it, man.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Kendra and your wife, Marilyn, got me to prank phone call you. Hello, Ron.
Yeah, man. Ooh, y'all are good, man. Boy, man, my wife, man. Man, Kendra, boy.
Did I get you, man?
Yeah, y'all got me, man. Y'all got me.
Hey.
I got them, too. They done started something.
Hey, one more thing. What's the baddest radio station in the land, man?
Man, it is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Man, wow, man.
Is there any breast milk?
Man. We're still at church?
Man.
I don't know why we're at church, though, with the prank.
I don't know why y'all have a problem with
breast
it.
milk in there.
Is there any breast milk? This is for the bone.
Okay, coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news. Okay, that's coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, in today's entertainment news, New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft has just gotten a get-out-of-jail-free offer.
Okay.
Prosecutors in Florida have offered him a deal that would essentially erase the solicitation charges against him. If he admits his guilt, they'll delay prosecution.
If he admits.
Yeah, he's got to admit it, though, okay?
Ain't nobody admitting no more, though.
Uh-huh. And if he submits to screening for sexually transmitted diseases, if he submits to that, if he completes an education course about prostitution and does 100 hours of community service, they say they'll dismiss the
owner
charges.
of New England. You think he
The
can do community
Patriots
service?
owner.
The billionaire.
You think he can do that?
Yeah.
Let me
He
ask you
ain't
something.
above the law just because he own a football team.
I'm just telling you
Okay,
this.
and the president is.
All I'm saying, Carla, ain't nobody admitting nothing right now.
Right.
R. Kelly ain't admitting nothing. Jussie ain't admitting nothing. Ain't nobody admitting to anything.
Nothing.
Hang in there, Robert.
Yeah. So,
Fight
it. Kraft, as you know, was charged last month with solicitation of prostitution last month at a South Florida day spa that was under surveillance for alleged human sex trafficking. That is a very serious charge if he's convicted. Kraft has until March 28th. That's when the hearing is. He has until then to decide what he's going to do.
Oh, wait, well, hold on. Is they saying he involved in the sex trafficking?
Well, that's what was going on at this day spa, they're saying. And he was in there soliciting prostitutes. Okay?
Oh, okay. I'm just saying that's
No, that's real serious,
It's
dog.
serious.
It's real serious.
Serious charges. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's
He ain't
real.
above the law. He broke the law. He broke the law.
Ooh, he ain't gonna be in no games next season.
Junior, this is down there by, this is West Palm Beach. This is Juniper?
Yeah, in Juniper.
Juniper,
Florida. Mm-hmm.
Jupiter, I'm sorry.
Oh, Jupiter. Jupiter, Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just gonna have to talk to Brady through the phone then.
Well, I mean, and we can't forget that he has enough money to buy the best defense in the country, in the world. Okay?
He had the best money. Let me stop.
What?
No, I'm just saying.
Well, anyway, again, his hearing is March 28th, so he has from now until then to decide what he's going to do, if he's going to accept the plea offer, the plea deal.
Now, this was the day before the playoff game with the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You watch the news, you know.
Yeah. So you left New
What they
England.
got to do with it, though, Junior?
Well, he left New England. They ain't got no spas in New England. You took a private jet down to Jupiter, Florida, and then go to Kansas City? That right there seems suspicious to me.
In other news, he stars on Ray Donovan, and he's the former star of the game. I'm talking about Marion Pooch Hall.
Pooch!
Yeah, he won't have to do any jail time for his alarming DUI. This ended with him wrecking his car while his baby was in the car. Pooch struck a deal with prosecutors. He entered a no-contest plea to misdemeanor DUI and to child endangerment. For the DUI, his sentence is 3 years probation and a 3-month alcohol program.
Well, he admitted it. Okay.
Yeah. Pooch Hall was charged with felony child abuse and DUI back in October after a witness saw him driving with his toddler in his lap and holding the steering wheel. Pooch won't do any time for child endangerment. The deal calls for him to complete a 1-year parenting class, and if he does, the charges will be dismissed.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Pooch.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job on the show, man.
Yeah, he's a good
Oh, my
actor. It's
God.
just, his life off the
Just
show
making
is
bad,
crazy.
bad
he made a
decisions.
mistake.
Making bad decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All right. Time for the headlines now. Steve?
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news. A very rare and powerful cyclone slammed its way into southern Africa. Whole villages have been ravaged, some submerged, roads and bridges completely washed out. More than 200 people are reportedly killed across Malawi and Zimbabwe. In Mozambique, authorities say the death toll could top 1,000. Officials in the Netherlands have put the country on high alert after Monday's shootings. Authorities say that a man used a semi-automatic rifle to open fire on a tram in the city of Utrecht. 3 people killed, 5 injured, and now at least 3 suspects under arrest. The suspected shooter, they say, is a 37-year-old Turkish national who's being held on manslaughter charges with a possible terrorist motive. President Trump says all ideas are still on the table where concerns how to react to the situation in Venezuela, where President Nicolas Maduro continues fighting off a potential coup. Trump suggested to reporters yesterday that the U.S. could impose tougher sanctions, but he adds that the situation is still somewhat fluid.
I'm not being told any specific time. They've been there a long time, between him and his predecessor. At some point, I would imagine things will change. But we really haven't done the really tough sanctions yet. We can do the tough sanctions, and all options are open.
Trump was hosting the president of Brazil, by the way, and the president of Brazil agreed with Trump. By the way, Jair Bolsonaro is called the Trump of the tropics because apparently he and the Donald seem to share the same ideological and political ideas, and that includes a huge disdain for the media. The petrochemical fire near Houston that could threaten the air in the area has spread to the Intercontinental Terminals company in Deer Park, Texas, where the blaze is at its storage site and engulfing 2 more large tanks. The fire broke out Sunday and then spread to steel containers holding large quantities of chemical products. At last report, though, the air quality remained within acceptable levels. That's what they're saying now. France's Aviation Accidents Bureau, meanwhile, says it's transferred data from the black boxes aboard last week's ill-fated Ethiopian flight to the Ethiopian authorities. The black boxes, of course, record things like the jet speed, its altitude, engine power, and investigators have concluded that there are similarities in operation between the downed Ethiopian flight and the Indonesian flight that crashed about 5 months ago. And get this, the U.S. Department of Transportation says its watchdog agency intends to review just how the FAA was certifying these Boeing 737 MAX 8 planes before they were grounded after 2 of them crashed. Investigators are checking to see if the MAX's automated flight control system may be to blame. They also want to know why it seems that Boeing people were inspecting their own planes. There was no other agency taking a look at them. By the way, since we're talking about different things than French folks, it's French Language Day.
Si bon.
Take it away, Eartha.
De se dire des mots doux.
Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
After the heartbreaking story of a single mother of 4 who was shot to death in Georgia caught the attention of actor and filmmaker Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry reached out to help. Police believe 45-year-old Tynesha Evans, her boyfriend, 58-year-old Othniel Ennis, killed her Saturday morning at a bank near Atlanta in Alpharetta. Tyler Perry has offered his financial support to help the family. According to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, Tyler has offered to pay the family's rent, arrange for Tynesha's body to be flown to Wisconsin for her burial, and Tyler has offered to cover her 18-year-old daughter's college tuition at Spelman.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this is really nice thing, a nice thing that he did. According to multiple reports, Miss Evans was an author who worked full-time in the healthcare industry. She fell on hard times, and her on and off boyfriend, Othniel Ennis, offered to help. Earlier on Sunday, Miss Evans dropped one of her daughters off at the grocery store before she went to meet Ennis at the bank to withdraw some cash. And that's when he shot and killed her.
Wow.
Yeah. No one knows why. An armed witness held Ennis at gunpoint until the police arrived.
Wow.
That is a horrible, horrible story, but
It's
thank
a
God
horrible
for Tyler Perry to help, Wow.
Just taking people's lives,
Yeah,
man.
why? This is your man?
Nothing.
Man, that don't make no sense.
Yeah,
That's the
no.
first time hearing of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on and off boyfriend relationship. So it seems like he lured her to the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, to offer to help to give her some money. She dropped her daughter off at the grocery store. And then he gets to the bank and then he kills this woman in the parking lot of the bank. It's just unbelievable. Senseless. What is going on? It's just heartbreaking, Steve. It really is.
That's like it's moments like this, man, where our judicial system. Look, I know this is America, and I'm just talking from my heart right now. Probably my head wouldn't even say nothing like this, I don't guess. But I've been around the world. And there are some places, man, where you do something like this, ain't no trial.
No.
You did this. We know you did it. All the evidence is there. The footage, we got everything. This it. We not having no trial for you. You're not getting no state of paid lawyer. You're not gonna present your case. We don't care nothing about you being crazy.
It's a wrap.
Out.
It's over.
Yeah, the daughters have started a GoFundMe page to help with funeral expenses and other bills. And coming up at 34 after the hour, Steve, President Trump, oh man, this John McCain thing that he's on, he's still on it. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
President Trump continues to tear down late Senator John McCain. On Saturday, Trump tweeted that Mr. McCain was involved in sharing parts of the dossier that allegedly ties Trump, to the Russian government. He followed up that night with another tweet criticizing McCain for voting against the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare. Then on Sunday, the president tweeted again with the false claim that McCain was last in his class at the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis. John McCain's daughter, Meghan McCain, she's one of the co-hosts of The View, of course, she clapped back at Donald Trump on Monday, saying that he is leading a pathetic life and she feels sorry for him. Take a listen to this.
Listen, he spends his weekend obsessing over great men because he knows it and I know it and all of you know it. He will never be a great man.
No.
Yeah. Your life is spent on your weekends, not with your family, not with your friends, but obsessing over great men you could never live up to.
Yeah.
That tells you everything you need to know about his pathetic life right now.
And the fact...
I genuinely feel bad for his family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
But you know what, man? That's amazing that he would attack John McCain,
Isn't it,
saying
though?
that he was last in the Naval Academy. The man was a war hero. He was a prisoner of war. He paid a debt to his country, just like so many millions of other men and women have done. And this president avoided the Vietnam War by creating foot spurs that have been bone spurs in his foot that they can't find no medical records of.
Really?
Yeah.
So you
he
dodged the
avoided the Vietnam War. My brother went to Vietnam. Y'all go ahead on with that there. That was a bad war we were in. All wars are bad. The Gulf War was bad. Anytime you have to take a life and lose a life, it's bad. War ain't good. And the fact that we even have to go to war is bad. But this man, John McCain, for him to be mad at him because he didn't pass Obamacare, because he knew it wasn't right, because he knew that he didn't want to displace so many people from medical care who finally were able to get it. He voted his conscience and not his party. Donald Trump, man, this is the worst president we've ever had. I don't even know him all.
In the history. Exactly.
I don't even know him
You don't
all.
have to.
This one.
You don't have to.
The ones I do know, there was a time where that didn't matter to me. As I became more of an adult, I understood the importance of voting. But when I turned 18, I missed several elections. But this man right here, first of all, this is not how you lead. This is not leadership.
This man is deceased. What are you doing?
You're
And his
attacking a
family
man
is
that
still
can't
grieving. It wasn't
Brother,
that long ago, Steve.
he
since
still
he
got
died.
family here.
Yes.
A war hero.
You don't see that?
A hero.
Yes.
You don't see that? But see, he going too far. It's some Republicans, man, some who gonna break rank. Which one of the senators was McCain's best friend?
Lindsey Graham and
Lindsey
Joe
Graham and,
Lieberman.
Now, they made a tweet, and then, CNN said he didn't go far enough with his tweet. But after he tweeted negative stuff about McCain, that man, that was his friend.
Yeah.
He said, let me set the, he set the record straight about John McCain. He was this. He made a nice tweet to his friend, without saying the president is wrong, he's a liar. He just, right after the president's tweet, he tweeted about his friend, the facts. And I think that's the best he could do. You can't just go in here and attack this idiot because of what he gonna do later on. So the man said something, but this is not how you lead a country of people. It's not how you do it. That you cannot think this is right, smart, intelligent, moral, or anything. If you're okay with him doing this right here, it's really something wrong with you. You should check yourself.
Yeah, Mitt Romney tweeted, Steve. He says he can't understand why the president would once again disparage a man as exemplary as my friend John McCain, heroic, courageous, patriotic, honorable, self-effacing, self-sacrificing, sympathetic, and driven by duty to family, country, and God. That's what Mitt Romney tweeted.
Tweeted.
Yeah.
He's self-destructive.
Yeah.
He is self.
Yeah. All right. We got to get out of here. This is terrible. Up next, Nephew Tommy's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today's subject. I have a little issue with my new man. But right now, Nephew Tommy is here with the prank phone call. You got a little prank for us?
Parasite.
They little too.
All right. Now
Yeah,
this is
sure.
Y'all ain't ready for this now. Carla, put your seatbelt on.
Oh, goodness.
Junior,
I'm buckled
Yeah.
up.
strap up.
They're little bugs.
I'm ready, man.
Shirley.
I don't do bugs.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
where
do
are
that.
they? Where are they, though? Uh-oh. We're going to call this man, and we're going to talk to him because I am the doctor.
This boy here.
Run that thing, cat.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to reach Brian.
Yeah, this is.
Hey, Brian, this is Dr. Jacob. How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Hey, I'm doing good.
Okay. Listen, you actually came in maybe like 2.5 weeks ago here to my office and got a physical for life insurance.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Everything okay?
Well, yeah, everything's going to be pretty good. I'd like to see if I can get you to come in, and everything's going to be fine. But I got a small procedure we'd like to do to actually, right now you're not approved for your life insurance due until this procedure's done. So if you don't mind coming in, we'd like to get you taken care of. When can I schedule you to come in? Like maybe tomorrow or the following day?
Yeah. What kind of procedure is it?
Well, actually, I don't know if you've heard of it. This is the osteotomy.
Nah, I got something. That's got something to do with my eyes. What's that?
So it's got something to do with your what now?
Got something to do with my eyes. I ain't never heard of it. What's that?
No. Osteotomy has nothing to do with the eyes. No, nothing at all. We found a little bit of parasites in a particular area, and what we want to do is make sure we just remove it completely, and you'll be fine. You'll get your life insurance. You and your family will be great. So can I get you to come in tomorrow or maybe Thursday afternoon?
That's fine. What area I found the parasites in?
Actually, one of your testicles has some parasites. So what we're going to do is what's called a osteotomy. An osteotomy is actually removing that testicle completely, and then everything will be fine. It's all confined, and we'll be able to remove it. You'll be on your way. You'll get your life insurance, and everything will be fine. Okay? Like I said, can I get you to come in tomorrow?
What you gotta take? My testicle?
Well, only one, and it's not going to take long. It's a 30-minute procedure, but we want to get you to come in tomorrow or the next day. Can we get you to? What day are you available?
I just went for a routine physical. How I gotta remove a testicle?
Sir, you know what? Oftentimes when people come in for life insurance, these type of things happen. So we want to get you in and get it out as quickly as possible.
Man, nah, man. I went in for a routine physical, man. Y'all wasn't supposed to be checking all this extra stuff, man. I get a parasite in my testicle. Y'all gonna remove a testicle, man? I'm 25, man. My wife, we ain't got no kids, man. We trying to build. I gotta remove a testicle.
Let me say this to you, Brian. You're gonna be completely fine. You'll be able to create children. You'll be able to live a normal life. You'll just be, you won't have all of them, but you'll have enough to create children. You understand?
That's nah, man. I can't. Nah, I ain't going. I can't come in for that. Nah.
Sir, is there any way I can get you in tomorrow or tomorrow afternoon or the Thursday afternoon so we can kind of get this thing taken care of and we can get you moving on your way and the people can get the life insurance papers together and so forth?
Nah, man. Man, we ain't rescheduling. Man, I need a second or third opinion on that, man. You talking about taking away one of my man, we ain't rescheduling nothing, man. I'm going to need to see another doctor, man. That's some
Sir, you can go around the entire city and see several doctors. I'm here to tell you you're just going to be wasting time. I'm going to try to knock this thing out for you.
Knock it off. I ain't agreed to nothing. This some man, y'all just doing this to get money, man. This is scheduling nothing, man. I need a second or third opinion. This is brutal.
Brian, I tell you, if you come in and let me get this thing taken care of, I have you back, big ball and shot calling before it's all over,
What big ball and shot calling, man? I told you, man, I ain't going in for none of that, man. I'm supposed to tell my wife, man, this ain't cool, man. I ain't going in for that, man. I'm rescheduling, man.
You reschedule? What do you mean you're rescheduling, sir?
Man, I'm getting another opinion. I ain't going in for that.
Okay, but I'm trying to make you a big baller, shot caller,
Man, what is your name, man? You supposed to be a doctor. You're making little jokes, man. You doing a little play on words, man. That ain't even funny, man. I'm calling the insurance party telling them they send me to a doctor, man. Man, you think you're funny. It ain't funny, man. You over here making a little joke. Man, that ain't funny, man. I'm taking an opinion, man.
After getting all of the work that we got, the blood work, the urine work, the complete physical, that's when we realized that you had parasites in a particular area. So what we're trying, I'm trying to make humor in it just to make you feel a little bit more comfortable. I apologize. All right?
Man, that ain't funny, man. You ain't the one losing no. Man, that ain't funny, man. If I had a situation, the nurse would have told me then. Y'all ain't tell me nothing, man. You had me thinking I'm all good. Now you telling me I got to come in to remove a testicle, man.
We had to run tests on you, sir. We got tests back. Well, you do have the parasites, and what we want to do is make sure we get them completely cleared out. The only way I can clear that out is to remove that testicle.
You, man, this some man. I ain't got no parasites, man. Man, y'all be here running all these tests on me, man. I'm going to another doctor, man, because this man, I ain't got no parasites, man. All these tests y'all talking about, y'all running me, I got to remove a that's some you over here making jokes. That's how I know you a doctor, man. I ain't got no parasites, man. I'm calling my insurance. I'm telling them I ain't dealing with your man, because you, man, I ain't got no parasites, man.
Brian, let me make you understand something clearly here. It's my job as a physician that if the patient doesn't come to me, it's my job to come to you and extract the problem. You're leaning towards me having to come to your home and extract the problem.
Man, I wish you would come to my house, man. I wish you would step with the house, man. Try to test this, man. You doctor, I'm going to another doctor. I'm getting another test, and they go, I ain't got no parasites, man.
Sir, you got the parasites, and you only have 24 hours for me to get
I ain't got
Sir, I have to move on this quickly, Brian, okay?
Dude, I'm not going to tell you that again. I ain't got no parasites, man. I've been with my girl 3 years. She ain't got no parasites, man.
It's not something that's transmitted. It doesn't come from another human being. It just develops in 1 out of every 3 or 4 million people. You actually have it, Brian. I got to extract it from you.
You try to tell me I'm the 1 out of 3 million? Man, you're not going to come to my life like that. I ain't got no parasites, man.
Brian, there's something else that you have that I haven't told you about. There's something else I need to tell you.
What I got? You just told me I got parasites. What else do I got?
Brian, you just got pranked. You just got pranked by nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife, Anika, got me to prank phone call you.
I be man.
Was that too far, y'all?
You think?
Man.
You gotta ask.
Hey,
You
man.
know, huh?
You brilliant, boy.
Thank you, bruh. Thank
Boy,
you.
you brilliant.
Thank you.
I would have never thought of that.
Stupidocious, boy. Stupidocious.
Give him his flowers while he's still alive.
Yes. Yes. Give me my stupidity
Junior.
while I'm alive.
Where you come up with that idea, man?
I don't know. All right, Saturday, April 13th, Glenside, Pennsylvania, baby. That's Nephew Tommy and some more. We will be in the building, Keswick Theater. We got 2 shows, 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Once again, that is Saturday, April the 13th, and you do not want to miss it. Tickets are on sale right now. Slide on down a week later. It's me and Bruce in the building, Knoxville, Tennessee. Here we come, Friday, April 19th, 8 p.m., Knoxville Civic Auditorium. Me and Bruce in the building. That's at all Ticketmaster. You got to say it like that. Me and Bruce.
You all hype with it.
In the building. We slinging. I'm on the joke slanging tour right now. You know, I'm moving around the country. I'm slanging.
Well, that's a good thing. And you're selling out. That's even better.
That's a beautiful thing.
Please tell our girls some more. We said what's up.
I definitely will.
Yeah.
And I get y'all a picture of her shoes, too.
Yes,
okay?
her whole outfit. She's always fly.
She's always
Glasses,
fly.
everything.
She never misses. She
Fly
never misses.
and funny at the same time.
She's hilarious.
That's my
She's
joke.
hilarious.
Lower your voice.
When are you coming to L.A.? I meant to ask you that. Because when you come to L.A., for sure.
You think?
You gonna put it down?
Come on, Shirley. You ain't gonna believe how I'm gonna show up.
You rolling out the car.
Okay.
You gonna show up with 20 people.
All right, thank you, nephew. Up next, it is the Strawberry Letter subject. I have a little issue with my new man. Okay, we'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it's time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could read your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one today.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Subject, I have a little issue with my new man. Dear Stephen Shirley, I am a 41-year-old divorced woman, and to be honest, I'm waiting for my knight in shining armor. I am in no way a picky person, but there are some deal breakers that I will not compromise on when I meet a man. I was in a bad marriage for 10 years, and I lowered my standards for my ex-husband, and I kept a very open mind until I got to the point where I could not be with him anymore. So now I'm back on the dating scene, and I'm frustrated from having a failed marriage. I do have a special friend that I spend a lot of time with, and he's handsome, fun-loving, and financially secure. The only problem I have with him is that he is 2 inches shorter than I am.
That ain't what my letter said.
I know, but it should be inches.
Oh, 2 inches.
Yeah.
Because this letter say 2 feet
I
shorter
know.
than me. And I was going, that's beyond the problem.
I know. It should be inches.
You dating one of the Lilliputians. And I don't know how you didn't know. Go ahead.
Gulliver's Travel.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Where was I? Okay. 2 inches shorter than. The only problem I have with him is that he is 2 inches shorter than I am. I sought advice from my aunts, my mom, and my girlfriends, and they all said that I should give this man a chance to see how things work out. They told me that I just need to wear flats whenever we go out. He's so skinny, and I prefer to have a more manly man in my company. I'm thick and healthy at 5 foot 8 inches tall, and he is 5 foot 6 inches and real scrawny. I believe in prayer, and I've humbly and specifically asked God for a man that is taller than me, so I can feel secure and protected. I hate it when we're dancing because it looks like I'm dancing with my son. I will not take pictures with him because we look so odd together. This guy's height and weight are big problems for me, but he has no complaints. Maybe I'm being closed-minded and shallow. What do you think? Should I give little fella a chance? Wow. Well, you know what? I can tell you this. I mean, there is a saying that goes, good things come in small small packages. What, Steve? There is a saying that says that. I mean, you know, you've sought advice from your aunts, your mom, and your girlfriends. They all said that you should give this man a chance to see how things work. You yourself said that he's a special friend. You spend a lot of time with him. He's handsome. He's fun-loving and financially secure. You said that. You said the only problem you have is he's 2 inches shorter than you. Well, if he's financially secure, how about you standing on his wallet or something? Let him stand on his wallet. He'll be taller. You know, if that's what you're concerned about. But if you're just concerned about looks, that is very shallow. That is shallow of you.
Junior, Tommy, that was a joke.
It is shallow of you to look at him for that. I mean, we all have deal breakers, but I don't know if he's a good man and he's shorter and that's not what you want. Why are you with him? Why are you wasting his time and yours, Steve?
Well,
did you suck your teeth?
Here we go.
Every day.
Guess y'all must have wrote this letter for me. I'm a 41-year-old divorced woman, and I'm waiting on my knight in shining armor. I am in no way a picky person. She's not picky. But it's some deal breakers. And it's some stuff that she won't compromise because she's been in a bad marriage. She lowered her standards. So now she's back on the dating scene. I'm frustrated from having a failed marriage. I do have a special friend. I spend a lot of time with him. He's handsome. He is. The problem I have with him, he is 2 inches shorter than me. Well, let's go back up to the top of the letter. You said, I'm waiting for my knight in shining armor. You got him. It's Tyrion from the Game of Thrones.
You're not going to.
You're stupid.
What's wrong with that?
That's a good example.
There's nothing wrong with that. Now, I know y'all waiting on me to say something crazy about you know who, but I'm not.
You just did. Oh.
Pop ting. I sought advice from my aunts, my mama, my girlfriends, and they all said I should give this man a chance. I think you should too. Short people have been given opportunities throughout our history. Napoleon was short, So you know what they did? They put him up on a horse.
That's true.
Ta-da. Humpty Dumpty was short. He was a little fat ass egg. You know what they did? Stuck his chunky ass right up on that wall.
Real.
For real.
He making sense too.
Mice is short. Don't you see them up on counters and stuff all the time?
Steve.
Hamsters is little. What they do with a hamster? Put him on a wheel. You got to elevate things that's short. Y'all ready?
You know.
Yeah, we been ready.
They put a baby in a what? A high chair.
Yeah, they do.
You better talk.
That's true.
You better give this man a chance.
Yeah.
They got chairs for him. They got phone books. Don't nobody even use phone books no more. All these old ass phone books, put him in the chairs. So when you're looking at him across the dinner, he look tall. Ain't nobody got to know he on 2 phone books. Put him on the yellow pages and the white pages.
Yeah.
Just stack his little short ass up there.
Steve.
No, really. It's little people driving all kinds of cars.
All right, that's true.
Uh-huh.
They do.
Little people got Rolls Royces.
Steve.
They reach them pedals. You put them blocks on them pedals where you can step on them. You can work with these people. They said he financially secure.
Yes.
Come on.
I know a lot of short people that's financially secure. You know, look at the Keebler L's. I bet they rich as hell.
They got money everywhere.
Boy,
All them cookies.
all them damn cookies they done made. Why is we not giving short people a chance? I be damn it, my whole response is gonna give some short man you know a chance. We come back,
All right.
more short news.
Part 2 coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject, I have a little issue with my new man right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter.
It ain't nothing to recap. It's a woman had a bad marriage, got a new friend dating him. He's wonderful. He's handsome. He got 2 problems. I didn't get to the other one, but one of them is he 2 inches shorter than her, and he's small frame. She 5'8", he 5'6", and real scrawny. She don't like dancing with him because it's like dancing with her son. She don't take pictures with him because it's embarrassing. So this Amazon queen over here is dating this little man. Little men need love too. Now I want y'all to stop this.
Huh?
And give a little man a chance.
What do you mean, Steve?
I want y'all to think of the little men in history that have been given chances and done something about it.
Okay.
Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Tyrion.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
If they took him off Game of Thrones, would you still watch it? No, you wouldn't.
No, he's
No, I
the
wouldn't,
smartest
no.
one on there.
What about that little bitty lady that fly on them dragons? If they took her little ass off of that she short, would you still watch the show? No, you wouldn't. If Gulliver had a went to that island and them little people never tied his ass up, would you have cared about this damn story?
No, would not.
Who would the Jolly Green Giant be if it wasn't for little ass people? He wouldn't be no damn giant because everybody's same size as him.
That's right.
You got to give little people a chance.
You really making
If
sense.
Willy Wonka wasn't short, could his ass have got in the chocolate factory? Nope. I'm going over great short men in our history that have made an impact. Speedy Gonzalez.
What?
If he wasn't short, would he have been that fast? Ain't no fat ass people that fast. You got to be small. Short.
Yeah.
Look at Spider-Man. Peter Parker wasn't tall.
He sure wasn't.
That's how I could fit in all them windows and everything. Oh. Spud Webb won the NBA dunk contest.
Right.
Spud Webb, short man.
Dunking on 10-foot goal.
They're making a fool out them people. Short people in our history that have done great things. Y'all ain't listening to me.
I hear you.
Yosemite Sam.
Another cartoon.
Another one.
Boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Wow, Steve.
What about that little bitty chicken with them round glasses on Foghorn Leghorn?
That little boy that was smart.
Kept inventing all that. I say, son. Short people. You wouldn't have had a damn toy if it wasn't for them elves up there at the North Pole.
With Santa.
Ass wouldn't have had their damn toy. Sitting up in here and won't give this man a chance because he's small. You gonna stop this. Sitting up in here. Let's look at all them people that's working down at Disneyland. Who in the chipmunk suit? Who in the Mickey suit? Who in Minnie Mouse? Lord have mercy. Who is Snow White friend? Snow White, I wouldn't have a damn buddy nowhere if it wasn't for them 7 dwarfs. Don't you mess with me about short people.
Okay.
Yeah. You serious?
I'm dead serious, man.
Man.
You got to start honoring and respecting short people.
You're right, Steve.
He is. But why you mad, though?
Little Housewives of Atlanta. What would happen to this show if you kept bringing, you didn't have no little ass people on there? You'd have to shut it down. You know why we got Little Housewives of Atlanta? Because we got tired of big ass Housewives of Atlanta.
It's Little Women.
I know, it's not.
Little women, little people.
Yeah.
Little Housewives.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Little people, big world.
Oh, Little Women. I'm sorry.
And Little People, Big World.
Little Women, thick bodies. They ought to call it Little Women that's banging.
Crazy.
Oh, pop, pop. I'm just going down a series.
But that other show too, Steve, you started to say Little People, Big World. That's a show.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, okay. I'm
just looking at all the little people.
They're little.
Little people and little powerful places.
What is this man that was little?
Oh.
Andy, I'll take a rock and I'll bust you upside your head. On the Andy Griffin Show, stayed in jail all the time. Ernest T. Bass. Doggone it. One of my favorite short-ass people. Well, I ought to take this rock, Andy. Bust you in your head. Shut up, Barney. Short people. Now, Otis was the drunk.
Okay.
Ernest T. Bass was the little dude that kept throwing
It's a
rocks.
lot of great little actors.
You got to think about some of the people who have influenced some of our great short actors.
Okay.
Sherman Hemsley was short.
Was he?
Emmanuel Lewis was short. Gary Coleman was short.
These people live on.
What you talking about, Willie? Where would that hair come from? Couldn't no big dude said that.
Oh,
They could.
Bubbles was short. Michael carried his ass everywhere. Bubbles was short. Bubble couldn't have been a silverback and been staying in Michael's house. They had a silverback walking around tearing up stuff. You had to have a little ass Michael Bubbles.
Oh, and shout out to Kevin Hart, Steve. What about him?
I be damn how I forget with his short, rich ass. One of the most famous, successful people in showbiz today. Short ass Kevin Hart.
Coming up in 10 minutes, NCAA brackets are out and a new record for the largest contract in baseball history when we come back, right after this.
Who got that?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so guys, before we talk about the NCAA for the second time in 3 weeks, For the second time in 3 weeks, a new record for the largest contract in baseball history has been set. The Los Angeles Angels and superstar Mike Trout, Steve,
How much?
finalized a massive 12-year, $430 million. That's right. I said $430 million extension that will presumably keep him in L.A. and Anaheim for the rest of his career.
430?
Yeah,
30.
that's $100 million more
Sound like time.
than Bryce Harper.
430.
I got to turn my calendar.
Oh, my God. 430 million.
Over 12 years, how much is that a year?
430 divided, a lot. Hell.
Yeah.
430 divided by
This boy
12.
making $35 million.
Almost 30, yeah.
$833,000.
Oh.
And 833.
Yeah.
You need that $833,000
Yeah, you need
because
it.
that's
Yeah,
enough
they get
right
you
there.
there.
You can make it on $833,000 a year. I bet you can.
I bet
You think?
But that $35 million a year though,
He 27, huh?
I need some church music.
Yeah, he's only 27. That's
27.
the other thing.
He 27
Yeah.
with that much money.
Yeah. He 27.
Uh-oh.
Come
Think
on
back when you were 27.
Let's take it on in now, Pastor.
Today, our sermon is
What's the call?
what in the hell would I be with $430 million?
What in the hell would I be?
I said what
Uh-huh.
in the hell
Yeah.
would I be with $430 million?
Come on here, Pastor.
I look back when I was the same age as Mike Trout, 27 years to be exact, was the exact age I was when I started in comedy and made it $50 first night on stage.
Wow.
This white boy then messed around and got his hands on $430 million. What in the hell would I do with $430 million?
What would you do with it?
First of all, let's get this straight. I'm going to take all of my cell phones. I'm going to throw them away. I'm going to buy myself a pager. Page me, because phone calls won't get through no more. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get all my relatives in a room. I'm going to hand each one of them $100,000. I will then request that you never ever knew I existed. Don't call me your brother. Don't call me your uncle. Don't call me your cousin. Forget the hell I was your nephew. Wipe me off the family records. I don't want to be no Harvey no more. I don't want to be connected to none of my family. I then gonna place a call. Everybody gonna get a call from me. I want them on a conference call. Ain't no need of me repeating this 8 different times. Everybody on the phone can kiss the shiny wet part of the crack of my behind. I want you to take my booty, put it in a box, kiss it, and don't miss a corner. That's the third thing I'm gonna do. Then the fourth thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my deacon.
Yeah, right here.
I said I'm gonna get my deacon.
That's right, Pastor.
We gonna go down to the hardware store.
That's right.
We gonna get a can of gas.
Gas.
We gonna get some old raggedy t-shirts.
That's right.
We gonna pour the gas in some Coca-Cola bottles.
Coca-Cola?
We gonna stack them raggedy ass t-shirts down in the mouth of them. We gonna light it and we gonna throw it. We gonna burn down the jackpot joint of Jerusalem. I ain't coming in here preaching now another sermon. I don't care if you go to heaven. I don't care if you go to hell. But we gonna shut down this raggedy ass church we got. Next thing I'm gonna do.
Come on.
I said the very next thing I'm gonna do.
What you gonna do?
I'm calling my ex-wives. I'm gonna send them 25% check of what I just got.
Wait.
$130 million.
Wait a minute.
10% of that is $43 million. 20% of that will be $86 million.
Yeah.
5% of that will be another $21,000. I'm going to send each one of them a check for $100 million, and then I'm going to write void in the middle of it. This is what you'd have if you'd have stayed with my ass. This is for all the times you said I wasn't going to be nothing. All the times you and your monkey-ass family wrote me off and said he's stupid for going out here telling them jokes. Then I got one more thing.
What's that, Pastor?
I'm going to do. I'm going on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
For 4 days in a row.
Yeah, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna research. I'm gonna look up every blogger that done ever said a damn thing about Steve.
Yeah.
Cause since I'm Reverend Motown, everybody know this really is Steve. I'm gonna take the time out to type each one of them. And the same message, you ain't gonna be that lucky. You ain't getting that message. No. I got to find something else to do.
Well, before you start, get a deacon sound. Just a little bit, Pastor.
I'm gonna let the deacon, since you've been loyal to me, been by my side all these years.
Yes, sir.
Help me orchestrate, coordinate, and replicate at the JPJJ. What you been my best friend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you $4,000. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, Deacon.
Out of 430.
I love you more than words can say. The one that ended it all.
We gotta go. All right. Coming up at the top of the hour, Tommy is going to help us with Kit Harington from Game of Thrones, Jon Snow. He's having an issue. Tommy's going to help him.
Who?
We'll do that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You know, fame isn't always fun, guys. You know, Steve talks about it all the time. And you can just ask Game of Thrones star Kit Harington, who plays our beloved Jon Snow.
It is fine.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
I mean,
I know. But I'm with you, though. I know.
Girl.
Well, listen to this, though. Kit Harington ended up in therapy when the spotlight got a bit too hot. Okay. Because he was, everybody felt the same way we do, Carla. He's just sexy. He eludes it. We love watching him on the show. Kit tells Variety that he felt a tremendous amount of pressure after he was temporarily killed off in the 5th season's finale. Woo, remember that?
Yes, and we were devastated.
Yes, Lord, not Jon Snow! No!
For the Night's Watch.
Yes. So when you become the cliffhanger, he says, of a TV show, and a TV show probably at the height of its power, the focus on you is bleeping terrifying, he says. Kit says his neurosis got heightened with that level of focus, and it landed him in treatment. He said he had a shaky time in his life around there, like a lot of people do in their 20s. That was the time, he said, when he started therapy. He started talking to people. He had felt very unsafe. He wasn't talking to anyone. He had to feel very grateful for what I have, he says. But I felt incredibly concerned about whether I could even bleeping act. Wow.
What?
Wow. I
Man,
I guess he questioned himself. I guess, with that kind of fame staring at you like that.
He's great.
So, yeah, we love Jon Snow. Yeah.
Talented dude.
Yeah. But I'm glad he went in and got some help. A lot of people handle fame differently. He handled it that way. Some people spend all their money or get a bunch of women or get into drugs or, he didn't do all of that. So he went to therapy, and that's a good thing. Some people handle fame differently.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just as sexy as him, and I'm going through the same thing.
How so, Tommy?
With my TV show, y'all ain't seen it?
Wow.
You better talk. Come on, tell
Y'all
us.
ain't seen my show, Ready to Love?
Okay.
Yes, we have. We love it.
I'm sexy on there. I don't need, you know what? I just, after episode 3, I didn't know if I could return.
Wow.
Because I was just going through so much.
It was a cliffhanger.
It was a cliffhanger for me. Okay? Because I was going through a lot. Because sexy just took over me.
Wow. Did you die and come back to life in
No,
your show?
I wanted to, but Oprah said no.
That's what happened to Jon Snow.
Miss Oprah said no, but that's all right. We coming.
And Kit Harington.
Okay, let me get this straight. hold on, tell me. I'm just talking to
Who you
Carla
talking?
and Kieran.
What did you supposed to say to them that you're not going to say to them?
I'm listening.
Is he really comparing himself to Kit Harington, a.k.a. Jon Snow of Game of Thrones?
Yes.
He's sitting up in there.
Can you
Okay,
I'm done. Okay, what now, Tommy?
Huddle up. Let's give him this. Okay.
Go ahead.
Wait, Tommy. Okay, listen. When Ready to Love ended, I did want more.
Thank
I
you.
did want more of the show.
Wait a
Okay,
minute.
so
we love the
okay.
show. We love
So
Ready to
I
Love.
see your comparison
Right.
with that.
And after all of it was over, I had become concerned about myself. Because I didn't know if I could go on after that.
Hold on, Tommy. Hold on. I gotta ask.
Huddle up. Come
Okay, so let me get this straight. Is he really for real though? Because he sounds like he's serious.
Okay.
I don't know how we don't see the comparison here.
But Junior,
I'm
you know
tell
what?
you
He's
right
been
now.
touring a lot too. He's been
But
Yes.
with y'all, there's no comparison. Did you see him with the Queen of Dragons? Did you see him with that?
I saw him with. Did you see me with?
I can see Tommy with that.
With Stormy on the show. Did you see me talking to Stormy?
Yeah, I liked her too. Yeah,
Did you see me talking to Shay? Did you see me talking to all the guys in the cigar room? Y'all didn't see this?
I don't.
That's just as big as riding a dragon.
Wow.
That is just as big as riding a dragon.
Hold on, Tommy. We got to hold on.
We're
What's
not
happening?
trying to talk over you.
I'm
You
right
started.
here.
What's happening?
They are
What's
huddling up right in front
What's
of
happening? What you got to say? Yeah. Because
I just don't understand. Junior, come here a little closer.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
don't understand the level that he's trying to compare himself to Kit
I know.
Harington from
Well-
Game of Thrones, Jon
Well,
Snow.
wait a minute. You mentioned that he's also doing stand-up, and he's sold out everywhere.
Well, I was
and
trying to give
everything.
him.
I can't hear y'all.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Tommy.
I don't know why y'all look like I'm not right here.
Oh, hey, boy, hey.
I didn't know he could beat Kit Harington.
Wow.
I don't.
Wow. Well, Tommy,
Jon Snow is not the only sexy person in this world.
but you know what's heartbreaking, though, Tommy?
What?
Heartbreaking.
What?
That this is coming up. This is the final season of Game of Thrones.
No, I do. I feel
I'm
you
ready.
on that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Now,
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
Yeah. It premieres April 14th.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, we're going to be right
It's
there.
close.
I know. So, okay, Tommy, so since you're going through this and,
This
you know.
me and Jon Snow are going
Yeah,
through this.
Kit Harington, Jon Snow.
Mhm.
What advice? You have anything you want to tell that may be going through the same thing that you and
And since you
Kit
call
Harington.
him Kit Harington, Jon Snow, call me Thomas Miles' nephew Thomas. Call me that.
We're not doing all that.
But
You
but
can
y'all
pick
giving
one
him
name.
that
I
respect.
just,
Why? Because I don't work the wall. That's it.
winter is coming. So what
Grace.
advice do you have, Tommy?
You know what? This fame is just so incredible. And you know, you hear my music playing. It belongs to me and Jon Snow. When you have fame and you're dealing with it this way, have your music everywhere you go. Have people playing it when you walk through the door. Play your music. When I walk through stores, when I walk through malls, they play Ready to Love music. They do that for me. Okay? They do that for me. All right, everybody clap right now. Right now, because that's what they do when I walk in. Thank you. Thank you. When you see, this is the medicine to what me and Jon Snow are going through.
Wow.
So when you see me and Snow, stand up and start clapping. Make us feel like we are who we are. We work the wall.
Man.
But seriously though, I cannot wait. I'm happy. It's bittersweet. I'm happy it's coming back, but I'm sad
I'm
because
sad,
it's
too.
the last season.
How many episodes are they going to give us?
I think they were when they initially went off. It was like 7 or 8.
Well, they need to stretch that to 10,
Yeah.
at least
Hey,
10.
you know what I heard, guys?
What?
What's
That
that?
some people are good because they're so excited they're going to watch Game of Thrones the last season, but they've never watched it before. And it's like, how you gonna know?
Yeah, you don't even know.
No,
You can't get on now.
You got
This last season, I'm watching Game of Thrones as if I'm from the North. I'm dressed just in the same clothes.
All right, coming up, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Lights, camera, Cardi B is going to make her major motion picture debut in the cast of Hustlers. Yeah.
Hustler.
Congratulations to her. Hustlers is a movie featuring Constance Wu, Jennifer Lopez, Keke Palmer, and more. Cardi will be able to call on her past experience as a stripper for this role, considering the movie is about a group of dancers who scam Wall Street clients out of big money. The movie starts shooting in New York on Friday. It's based on the
I'm going to see that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even go to movies. Jennifer Lopez and Cardi B.
That's
And I'm bringing one.
It don't even need a plot.
No, I don't give a damn what it's about.
It's based on a New York Magazine story from 2016, Steve. So there you go.
Jesus.
Yeah. And in other entertainment news, Taraji P. Henson recently opened up about working on Empire in the midst, of all the Jussie Smollett stuff going on, all his legal stuff. While she didn't reveal too much, she did stress that the atmosphere on set is great. She went on to say the mood during production really hasn't changed much in spite of the high-profile legal scandal. Then Taraji shifted gears to discuss what fans can expect from her character on the show. She says, Cookie's on a real emotional roller coaster this year. She's finding herself. And as you know, Jussie still maintains his innocence. Jussie pled not guilty to 16 felony counts for allegedly faking his own hate crime. He goes back to court in April.
Man, he gonna stay with that. Huh?
Yeah, he gonna stick with it.
Yeah, he maintains his innocence. Yeah.
I ain't mad at him.
Riding it out.
You know what I ain't really mad at? Because he didn't hurt nobody.
But himself, yeah.
Yeah, he just hurt himself. I understand the police department's anger because you waste a lot of man hours. And then I can understand the rights groups and everybody saying don't use us to promote you. And I can't even imagine how this was for his career. I just don't even see how that's a thought. The rumor that he did it for more money, I don't know how that could have even produced more money. So, if he's innocent, cool. I'm trying not to, pass judgment. But I mean, look, just from what I heard, it ain't looking good. But if he can prove he's innocent, now he will beat the case.
Yeah.
That's called beating the case.
Mm-hmm.
If you get off with this one, that's beating the case. O.J. Simpson beat the case.
Right.
He got away with double homicide. That's
but he beat the case. That's what you did.
Yes.
Every lie I told, I wrote it. I wrote it to the end. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Every one I told, I wrote.
Yeah. I done rolled some right on into the gutter.
But I never did it in court.
I ain't been to court for nothing.
Yeah, it's different. It's different when they got the evidence.
Yeah.
Oh, I lied in court one time. Oh, yes, I did.
No.
Yes, I did.
No,
you didn't.
No, you did.
No, y'all don't understand. The dude, I was in there for a speeding ticket.
Okay.
The man said, was you speeding? I said, no, I wasn't. I know good and hell well I caught you fast.
Okay.
So I lied in court. The judge says, young man, you want to pay this fine or you want to do some time? I said, man, I should have never been going 48 miles an hour in that damn school zone in the first place. I got off that lie so fast.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And I have the money for the fine. Please, I'll pick up paper on the sidewalk. You can give me a yellow vest and a stick with a nail on the end of it. I'll do, but please don't put me in this jail.
That's right.
Well, that's what not to do, okay?
Well,
don't do
good
that.
luck, Jesse. I hope he gets off. I hope he does.
You know what? I hope he's telling the truth.
I hope he is too. I hope he can prove this to be that they lying on it.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Today is the first day of spring.
What?
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So we got to have some fun today. We really, really do.
Bring it out then.
Roscoe is in the building.
Bring him out.
Yes.
You come in now?
Right now.
Roscoe, we need
Come on, Roscoe.
Steve, over now? Come on. What's up, Steve? What's going on, boy? Play with that.
He doing it good. Let him do it.
Wait. Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's up, Roscoe?
Everything.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on, Shirley?
Hey, Roscoe, welcome back.
Hey, baby, what's going on? What's right with Tommy?
Hey, my man.
What up, my man? What's going on with you, baby?
Man, you the man, baby. I'm loving it.
You better know it now. Come on. Junior.
Roscoe, my hero, man.
Hey, hero, nothing but a zero, baby. Man, that's good right there, Carly.
Hey, Roscoe, what's up?
Ain't nothing, baby, just going over there just trying to make believers out of non-believers, you know what I'm saying? Tell the truth even if it hurt.
What Whatever.
Go ahead, Roscoe.
I heard y'all doing hits. You know, I wrote most of everything out there today.
Oh.
What y'all want to go? Just anything. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna sing a little bit. First, I'm gonna do the origin, how the song got created. Then I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Any song. Come on, Tommy.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, Carla.
Okay, what song comes to your mind when you think about spring? That's one of
Spring.
your favorites. What song comes to mind?
Let me think. I got so many. No. Spring. My first one I wrote for spring was Sly and the Fairly Stone.
You wrote something for Sly?
Hell yeah, I wrote something for Sly.
Okay.
Sly ain't had nobody else writing for him.
Okay.
Oh, really? He did, though? That's what you gonna go
Into the
with?
spring, and here she comes back. Fly, 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 thing. Oh, those summer days. I get down when I want to.
Come on.
It's true, yeah. I get down in the countryside. And everybody, you don't hear me, boy.
You wrote that?
Hell yeah, I wrote that. How fun in the summertime.
Did that at Woodstock or something?
Yeah, they did that Woodstock.
Okay.
They was back there, all of them just smoking weed, naked, riding down on sleds with white folk, getting mud all on them. These white folk had so much mud on them, you didn't know who they was. They was in there with the black people. They didn't even know the black people was with them because everybody had mud on them. I slid down with 2 white girls myself.
You were there? You were
Yeah, you know, I had a curl back in Woodstock. I had a curl before they come out.
Wow. Okay.
So they thought I was white. They thought I was just a white boy with some mud on it.
Hey, let
Slide me. Yo, go ahead, Tommy.
Barry, did you do any Barry White songs? Did you write any of those?
Oh, hell yeah. Doom,
Now you just sit up in here and say that.
Doom, 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 doom. Well, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. There's something wrong with me. I ain't even gonna do the rest.
All right, coming up, it's Steve Harvey and his closing remarks. You don't want to miss it at 49 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we go. Last break of the day. Some parting words for us with your closing remarks, please.
All right. I guess without thinking about this much, I want to talk to you about life, how fragile it is, and I want to have something to say about, you know what? I'm really not going to get into the whole situation because I just be honest with you. There are actually times when I'm actually sick and tired of talking about it. I am exhausted with the fact that the color of my skin has to come into play in my everyday life, my just day to day. I don't know. I really can't think of any days realistically where I do not have to consider the color of my skin, the shape of my nose and my lips. Wherever I go, the situation I'm in. I very rarely can think of a day that I'm not made aware of it or I have to factor it in. If you're not a person of color or a minority, you may not even be able to understand what I'm saying. But I'll just give you an example. When riding in the car and being stopped by the police, as me and my buddy Greg Calhoun was doing last year after golf outing coming from Montgomery to Alabama in his car. And we were speeding, and we were supposed to get pulled over. We were speeding. But what I had to do was immediately become aware that I am a black man. Skip your money and your fame. I don't have time to throw that out at you. I got to get and start preparing myself as the officer approaches the car, I must understand without him getting my ID, I'm a black man, just a black man. So I put my hands up on the dashboard, and the officer came to the passenger side and said, "Why is your hands on the dashboard?" I said, "Because I don't want nothing to happen to me." The officer said, "Wow, that's acting mighty suspicious." I said, "No, it's not. I'm just being safe, officer, if you don't mind." She said, "Well, I'll need to see ID." I said, "My ID happens to be in a pouch in the back seat. I would have to reach." She said, "Well, go ahead." And I was tense because I didn't want to be mistaken. When I'm on an elevator and I get on, I am conscious of the fact that me and my guy are the only ones on the elevator. When I go to golf courses, and I oftentimes see that there are hardly any African Americans out here. It's just me and maybe the foursome that I'm playing with. And I'm just always aware of it. If you're not that, you don't have to be aware of it. But it's the awareness that becomes draining at times. It's the fact that you got to be the only one on your floor, the only one on the elevator, the only one in the cubicle, the only one in your department, the only one at the meeting, the only one in the cafeteria, the only one on the trip, the only one at the hotel at the front desk, the only one's kids that's in the recital, the only one's kids that's on the soccer team, the only one gets to be exhausting at times. This will not change until more people who are not of color can try to empathize or sympathize or generalize or something with us to say, you know what? I don't know how that feels, but I bet that ain't right. Because as I've often said many times, slavery didn't end just because black people got sick of being slaves. We were sick of it, the thought of it, when they put us on them boats. Nobody wanted to ride the boat over here and come be no slave. Nobody was under the belly of them slave ships going, man, this is nice. This is going to be a new opportunity. Nobody. So I want to wake up and just see what it feels like to just go about my day without having to calculate my race, without to have to calculate the color of my skin. To watch other people get paid a certain amount of money, and then you don't get paid a certain amount of money with the same type of ratings, and then you got to incorporate something else again. Now, I've been very blessed with the life that I have, and I would not trade mine for anything. What makes this all so tolerable for me is my love of who I am, my love of our power to overcome, our power to maintain in the struggle, our power to still be something when we were brought here to simply be nothing. So for us to have accomplished what we've accomplished, I'm grateful and awful proud of that. So I guess my pride just keeps me going on. I hope that God will continue to let whatever light that I can let shine through my existence to inspire someone else to overcome when it look like you ain't gonna make it. Because that's exactly what I've done. By the grace of God, I have overcome against all the odds, even when they said I wasn't gonna make it. And even though I'm tired of being tired, I wouldn't trade places and be nothing else no how, because in this struggle has taught me so many items of strength. I've learned so much about myself. My soul is strong. My spirit is strong. I thank God for that. So, y'all have a great weekend.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.